Welcome to episode 2 of our Play Favorites series, where we play and talk about some of our favorite non-play games. I'm Keith Avalone from Play Games. Sam is here as well. And tonight we're going to talk about a game that I've actually been playing literally for 50 years. Well, actually 49 years. It was released in 1972 by Parker Brothers, and it's a used car trading game called Dealer's Choice. For those of you who've been around Play Games for a while, you know that on the About page of the Play website, where I talk about the company, talk about myself, my love for games, there's a picture of me and Sam, and we're holding this game, Dealer's Choice. It's a game that I played when I was a kid. Our neighborhood kids got a big kick out of this, and then later picked up a copy. I think I got it at a thrift store. It's got the 95-cent marking on the box still, and taught it to my kids when they were my age, you know, when I started playing it. And we played it for many years, and we're still playing it today. That's what we're going to do tonight, is show you how Dealer's Choice works. And after we show you how the game works, we'll show you, or we'll talk about some of the things that we like about the game, and some of the ways that we might be applying the principles in the game to future play offerings. So let's talk about the game first. I guess we'll go to the game table and show you the materials. We'll start with the game box. I'll put that in the camera here. Here's the box. It's got a picture of your classic 1970s used car salesman with a very loud tie selling a Corvette to a little old lady from Pasadena. And that's kind of the theme of the game. It's a very lighthearted game. Parker Brothers had a whole series of these kind of games in the 1970s. And actually, just before the broadcast started, we looked at a TV commercial. There was a TV commercial for this game. And it was billed as like a family game. It was something that families did. This game and a number of others like it, where you sit down and play a board game in the evening. And it's really a funny commercial. You have to Google it, or we'll link to it. But it's this family, trading, negotiating, and that's really kind of the fun part about this game is the negotiation. As I mentioned last week, it's a game that really has no luck. Now, technically, there is some luck in terms of which cards you get, but it's a game that really doesn't have any luck in the same way that playing Rummy or your favorite card game. It has an element of luck, but over time the luck evens out, and it really comes down to your skill in playing the cards that you're dealt. All right, let's talk about how the game works. It's a used car trading game. These are the materials. We've got the game board. It's got this nice molded plastic container for the different denominations of money and the different cards that are required. There's a nice rule book. This is what I love about these games from Parker Brothers in the 1970s. It's a single sheet rule book folded in half. These are all the rules there are. That's all the rules there are to the game. And also, the basic core rules are printed on the back of the blue book, which is a important part of the gameplay. So there's the rule book. There's your game console, so to speak. And this is really the key element of this game. It's the official blue book. It's a nice little sleeve with as I mentioned, the game rules. Basically, what you do on your turn. There's 4 segments to each turn. And the heart of the game is this little sheet of glossy cardstock which fits inside, because every one of these is different. And the values which are contained inside this blue book vary from card to card and car to car. So there's a collection of about, I guess there's about 30 cards? 24. There's 24 different cars in the game. And the newest one is 1971. This game came out in 1972, so there's several 1971 models. There's a Lincoln Continental. We got a Jaguar. We've got an Indy Racer. As I said, it's very tongue-in-cheek. There's a couple of oddball cars. There's a tank in here. Where's the tank? There's a motorcycle. Most of them are pretty standard cars. There's the Sherman tank. So, they've all got a list price on them, which is, what the car typically would sell for. But each of these blue books with the little insert, everybody's blue book is different. So the Jaguar for this blue book is only worth $1,500. And there's also a pithy comment about each car, which is also very entertaining. It says repossessed. So for this person holding this blue book, that Jaguar is worth only $1,500. But there are about a dozen of these different inserts So that car can be worth anywhere. Well, it won't make any sense here. I guess what is it? It's car number 11. So here, this is worth $12,000 for that same Jaguar. It says Playboys only. This one, it's junk. It says it's got wooden, or no, it's $6,000. Undaunted junk is number 12. But each of the cars is worth different amounts depending on what the blue book is. And of course, it's a 3 to 5 player game. So all 12 of those blue books don't come into play. It's possible you can get, of your 4 people playing, that 3 of them might have that Jaguar as pretty high priced, and one of them have it as junk. So it's an interesting dynamic to the game. As I said, the rules are outlined on the back of this of the blue book, and it gives you the play sequence. It is a 3 to 5 player game. We're going to try to play it again with just 2 people, just kind of show you how it works. But it's essentially all negotiation. Each person is dealt out with a 2-player game would be 5 cards. That's mainly because we say with a 3-player game it's four cars. You also get an insurance card, and you get $25,000 in money. And then you take turns, and each turn is there's 4 stages to each turn. The first stage is you replenish your lot. You have to have at least 2 cars on your lot at all times. So if on your last turn you dispensed with all your cars, or your cars were dispensed with, the first thing you have to do is get your lot back up to minimum 2 cars. Then you get a choice of 5 different things that you can do. You can play 1 or 2 of these dealer's choice cards, which have various actions that you can do. I'll explain some of them shortly. So you can play 1 or 2 of those. You can buy the top car from the auto exchange. Here's the auto exchange right here. So these cars are placed in the container like this. You can choose the top car in the auto exchange. You can either pay $4,000 sight unseen, or you can agree to pay whatever the list price is. And that's kind of your risk reward. So then you reveal the card and put it in your lot after paying the money. The third thing you do is buy an insurance policy. The insurance policies will protect you from competing gamers, competing car lots who want to set fire to your vehicles or entice somebody to steal them, or any number of other pitfalls that can tragically befall your prized automobiles. So you want to have some insurance. The fourth thing you do is if you don't like what you have, you start out with 5 of these, and you spend them as you go, and you get 1 at the end of your turn. If you get to a point where you don't like the cards that you have left, you can use that second phase of your turn to just discard all your cards and pick an equal number of fresh cards. Or the 5th option is you don't have to do any of those things if you don't want to. So after you've chosen what you want to do there, then the third thing you do is open your lot for business if you want to. You can open your lot, and the other players can decide whether they want to make any offers on the cars you have. And that's where the real fun of the game is. There's negotiation involved, because you don't know what their car is worth to them, and they don't know what your car is worth to you. So there's trading going on, and the idea is you want to make as much money off your cars as you can. You want to charge as much as you can, but you don't want to get caught overcharging, because if the person you're negotiating with decides that they think you're trying to cheat them, they can ask to look under the hood, in which case you have to show them the actual value in your book. And if you're asking more than the actual value, then they get the car for the value plus a $2,000 penalty. You have to you have to pay them an additional or take $2,000 off it. So in other words, if let's just take the Mercer Raceabout car number 9. So for me, it's worth $6,500. All right. So let's say Sam wanted to buy it. Let's say in Sam's book it's worth $12,000. All right. So he's going to offer. He wants to know what I want for it. And let's say I say I want $8,000, and he says I want to look under the hood. In that case, he would pay $6,500 minus a $2,000 penalty for me insulting his integrity. So he'd only pay $4,500 for it. On the other hand, let's say I said it was worth $6,000, and he thought I was trying to cheat him, and he wanted to look under the hood. In that case, he'd have to pay me the list price, $6,500, plus a $2,000 penalty. So he'd pay me $8,500. So the idea being, you want to be fairly honest, but you want to try to get as much as you can. If you can overcharge and get away with it, great. So much the better, because the object of the game is at the end of the game, when the last cars are gone, whoever has the most money plus value. So if you add up the value on your lot based on your blue book, along with whatever cash you have on hand, and whoever has the most money at the end wins the game. So that's how the game works. Sam, you want to step on over here? We'll try to play a little bit of it and show you how it works. Or any questions that we need to address, or anything going on here that we just get right to it? So as I mentioned, this is a 3 to 5 player game. I think it could be played with 2 players, but you'd have to modify some of the rules, because the way the rules work, the way the game works is you have to go through all 24 of these cars and get them all in play, and then one of the players has to exhaust all the cars, sell all the cars on his lot. And at that point, the game ends. Even if it's in the middle of a turn, the game is officially over. But with 2 players and a maximum of 6 cars per lot, it will take you a while to play this game, probably an hour and a half to do that. So we won't play a full game. We will just run through a few turns. And unlike Pokemon, last week we played Pokemon, and we were able to play open-handed, where you could see my cards and Sam's cards, and we kind of explained how we were playing it. This game is really difficult to do that way, because we don't. The whole object of the game is to bluff, to try to keep things hidden. You're gonna pick a blue book. I'll take this blue book. All right, so everybody gets. We'll start with 5 cars. I'm going to give you 5 cars. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. And this is the auto exchange here. So whenever we buy cars, we get it from here. And then we get $25,000 in cash. 1 $10,000, 2 $5,000s, and I believe it's 3 $1,000s. And 3 $500s, and 5 $100s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. There's my money over here. Oh, and the rules specifically state you have to show your money. You can't hide your money or keep it hidden. Everybody has to know how much money you have. So they do try to have at least a shred of honesty in this game. Move this over here. I'll set out my cars. I've got the Model A Ford. There are 3 Lincoln Continentals in this game. I don't know why 3 of the 24 cars are Lincoln Continentals, but there's a 41 Lincoln, there's a 56 Lincoln Continental, there's a 71 Lincoln Continental. So there's 3 Lincoln Continentals in this game. Looks like I've got mostly, I got a nice 56 Oldsmobile there. All right, so we each get an insurance policy. We were going over these cards. The insurance policies, in a design, I'm not sure what the designer of this game was thinking, but there are 9 different insurance cards, and of those 9, 3 of them are worthless. They're fly-by-night insurance. They don't do anything. So like 3 of these cards are worth nothing. But the idea is, if I see that my opponent has an insurance policy, and again, this would be played with like 3 or 4 people, and I had a card that allowed me to destroy one of his cards by fire, I would probably go with the person that didn't have an insurance policy, because I know that it would destroy. If I played it on Sam and he had a fire insurance policy, he'd be able to collect his list price. All right, so now we need the pièce de résistance is the dealer's choice cards. So I will give you 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll take 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are ready to begin. We'll let Sam go first. I need to actually look over see what my cars are valued at. I don't know if I can let you guys see what they are. So here's what my number 1 is worth. Here's my number 21. Oop, I don't know if you can see that. And let's see, 7. I'm doing this so that Sam can be making his play. Oh, here's my number 7. Here's number 6, the Stutz Bearcat. And 24. There's card 24 from. Oops, let me see if I can get in there. Okay, so those are my values, and I don't know what Sam's values are, but so Sam's going to go first. Let me look at my. Here's the cards that I have.
I'm going first here.
Yes.
All right. So the first thing I do on my turn is my. Yeah, I'll take this mic.
This is going to come off. It just came off. Hold on.
Having mic issues.
It's good. It's good now. Should be good.
All right, great. So it's my turn. My first thing that you do every turn is to check your lot to see if it needs to be replenished. I've got 5 cards, so I don't need to do that. I think for my second thing, I will be playing some cards here, some dealer's choice cards. And I want to play my free card to receive 1 free insurance policy.
All right, there you are.
Thank you. And then I want to... I got some good stuff here. I'm not sure how I'd like to proceed.
While you're thinking, I'll point out that on the back of this blue book, in addition to having your rules, it also has a range of values. So it gives the list price of all the cars, and there's various list price of anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000. Then it gives you a range of possible values. So you know what you can do. 2 things. First of all, you can compare what the value is in your blue book compared to what the other values are, and you can also get an idea of where your opponent's values might be. It's very helpful. Hopefully, people can hear me. It's very helpful. It's very helpful if you can sort of monitor the offers and the negotiations based on this possible dollar value guide. It gives you some hints as to whether the guy's bluffing or not. What are you gonna do?
Okay, for my second card, I want to play my buy, so I can buy a card from my choice. Buy a card of my choice from any dealer for half list price, and I want your Stanley Steamer for $3,000.
Let me just check first. Let me just check and see if I want to allow that, because I might have a card that'll allow me. No, I don't think I want you to take that Stanley Steamer.
Oh no!
I think I've got a card. This is one of the cards you can play on. This says the lot is closed.
Oh boy!
So this will prevent him from being able to do that.
All right. Well, go and discard that one too then.
All right.
And I take a card for the end of my turn and draw a card.
Just dropped your blue book. All right, now it's my turn. So the first thing I do is replenish my lot. Don't need to. I got my 5 cards. I, too, am going to play cards. I'm going to sell a car for my blue book price, and wouldn't you know, it just happens to be that Stanley Steamer, which in my book is worth $12,000.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. Let me just show you.
That's what it's worth in mine, too.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, see, that's like what I was talking about at the beginning. The distribution of the blue books can be quite interesting. There's mine. Mine says Great Balls of Fire. What does yours say?
It says full steam ahead.
All right, so 24. I get $12K. I take this from the bank. Put that in my... and that car is now out of commission. Oops, put it in the wrong pile here. All right. Now for my second turn, let's get this out of here. Or my second card, I am going to buy a car from the auto exchange at half the list price. This is the card I'm playing. It allows me to buy a car from the auto exchange is the pool of unbought cars, and I get it for half the list price. So in this case, it is going to be the it's an Edsel. It's a 59 Edsel. List price is $2,000, so I get it for $1,000. Unfortunately, that's not going to have a lot of upside to it. The Edsel, the lower the list price, the lower the upside. So that's going to be the end of my turn. I played my 2 cards, and
I'm going to have to open my lot at the end of my turn.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have bought anything anyway.
Okay.
So I will. That is the final option. You can, if you want to, open your lot. And I will do so. I'm going to open my lot. And when you open your lot, here's the way it works. If somebody makes an offer then you're obligated to finish the deal with them, which means one of you is going to get the better, one of you is not going to get, well, I guess there are some mutually beneficial deals sometimes. But if you open your lot and negotiations begin, then you can't just say, oh, all right, well, I'm not selling then, and close your lot. A deal has to be made. So if my lot is open, if Sam wants to make an offer on one of these cars, then we will negotiate, and the car will change hands. What say you?
What do you want for that Model A Ford? I'm in the market for a Model A.
Well, let me just see.
I'll make you an offer. I'll give you list price for it.
$4,000 for the Model A?
$4,000.
It's yours.
All right.
I'll take it. Just share with the audience what my value is for the Model A.
Give me $1,000 back.
There you are.
Guess I should share with the audience what my value is for the Model A.
You want to?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I didn't. And that's all we're gonna do for the. I guess you only buy one car. Yeah. I picked my card to end my turn. I'm not gonna look.
Okay. Hopefully I can see that.
Back to Sam.
All right. Let's see. Well, I guess I'm at max cars already.
So you got to play cards, basically.
Well, I guess I'll play some cards then. I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell that Model A. Okay, so it says sell a car for Blue Book price. Blue Book of my Model A is $8,000.
Nice.
So
it's a win-win.
I'll cash in on that.
It was junk for me.
Okay.
So I made $4,000. I'm happy. Sometimes it works that way.
I guess I should have let you make the first offer.
Right.
Let you cut me a deal.
Well, and again, that's kind of the retrospect that you sometimes have in playing this game. Should have done something differently.
Okay, now I want to. I'm gonna play my take card. Take a dealer's choice card from any player.
And I'm the only other player, so.
So I'll take this one here.
Oh, let me see it so I can remember what card you have. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Shoot.
And I'll open my lot for business.
Yeah. I've got my eye on that. Just lost our microphone.
I'll hold it if you want to.
Let's see here. Yeah, just hang on to it.
Just give us just a moment while you can see the microphone's just kind of hanging free here right now. Or we've lost the arm for it.
All right. That's back. We're back in business. All right. Okay. I'm very interested in that Duesenberg.
The Duesenberg.
Yeah. How much for the Duesenberg?
The Duesenberg. The Duesenberg. I love this Duesenberg. It's been a great car for me. It's actually passed down through the family.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't want to part with it, but why don't you go ahead and make me an offer?
Oh, that usually means that it's junk. So I'll give you $2,000 for it.
$2,000 for the Duesenberg?
For the Duesenberg. All right, now see, just a hint here. Okay, so the Duesenberg's list price. Here's my thought process. Let me move this over here. The Duesenberg's list price is $8,000. I'm looking at the back of my thing here, and it says the range in values is 11, 10, 9, 8, 4, 2, and junk. So, and I know what my value is, so that helps me decide what I should be paying. And I'll give you $2,000. That's my feeler offer to see what he comes back with.
I'll sell it to you for 11.
$11,000. I'm looking under the hood.
$11,000. That's really the best I could do. I told you I don't want to sell it. You're the one.
I'm looking under
being
the hood.
insistent here. There it is.
Okay.
$11,000.
So the reason I questioned that was because my book value is $10,000. So again, we must have like similar cards or something.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. All right. So I owe you then $13,000 for that because I insulted your integrity, and But I do get a card that, and now you know what it's worth to me. But you do get a, I do get a card that's worth some bucks. But you make a nice little profit too. Give me that doozy. All right. Now,
what's the flavor text for yours?
Mine was horn goes papa.
Mine says beer on tap.
It's a German vehicle, ja, the Duesenberg. All right, so are you anything more you want to do, or I guess take your card and that's it, right?
Yeah, that's right. I opened my lot. That's my turn. I'll take my card.
All right, so now it's my turn. Got 5 cards on my lot. I'm low on cards. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for my option here. I think I'm gonna buy. Now I think I'm just gonna swap my cards. I'm gonna get fresh cards here. So I'm gonna skip the lot opening and just go right to drawing my cards. So now I turned in 2. I got 3, and it's your turn.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start my turn by buying a car, and I think I want it for $4,000. So I'll fork over the 4 right now. Oh, there's 5. I'll get 1 back. And for my $4,000, I get
the Studebaker.
Oh, I could have gotten it for less. Oh well, let's see. The Studebaker. How is that looking to me? Okay. Well, I've got a new car on the lot. Why don't we go ahead and open it up?
I didn't even check to see what it's worth. Let me look. You know what? I think I'm good. How much do you want for the DeSoto?
The DeSoto? I thought you were good.
Yeah, I was good, but I'll give you $100 for the DeSoto.
$100?
I always start low.
I only want increments of 1,000. Give me 1,000 for it.
Oh, happy to give you 1,000. That's a bargain.
All right.
It's a pleasure doing business with you. I got a full lot now. All right, you know what? I really didn't like the cards that I got. But I do kind of like one card, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sell. No, I don't want to do that. I'm kind of stuck. I am going. I have the option of. Well, I have to return all my cards, so I can't just keep this one. All right, I'm going to sell the Stutz Bearcat, I think. Yeah. Let me look at. I'm going to sell the Lincoln, the 41 Lincoln for $5,000. Sell a car for the list price. It was worth minimal dollars, so I could have gotten more from that card from one of these other cars, but well, my blue book told me otherwise. And I guess I'll go ahead and let's go ahead and destroy the Corvette. The fire broke out in your lot. I don't know how that happens. Probably somebody smoking a cigarette.
Okay.
You have insurance, right? Oh.
I've got insurance. I don't know if it's worth. It's worth revealing this just for the.
Oh, you got the fly by night insurance, protection against roving bands of chickens. It has no value, so.
So get rid of that.
All right.
So
yeah, it goes to the. I think it goes to the bottom. No, it goes to the discard pile.
Okay.
All right. Oops. This is the auto discard here. This goes here.
All right. What do you want to take? 2 more turns of this, and then.
Yeah. Then we'll talk.
Okay.
We'll do one more turn.
Okay.
I'll do my turn. You do your turn, and then we'll go. Let's see what we got here. So I don't really have any good cards. So I guess I'll buy a car. I'll buy a car from the auto exchange, and I'll pay $4,000 for it. And it's a $4,000 car. So let's see. There's 5, and I'll take 1 back. And really, that's going to be my turn. I'll open my lot for business.
You got a couple new ones. The Rio.
Yeah, 1905 Rio. That's a fine automobile. You don't see very many cars with a parasol on top of it. You know, it's got a little umbrella.
I know it's tropical. I'll give you $100 for it.
I'll take 1,000.
1,000?
Yes, I'll take 1,000.
I'll buy it for 1,000. There you are.
Thank you. All right. So is that going to be it then?
Let me take my turn.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you got to take your turn, right?
All right.
Do it.
All right. Let's see. Oh, there's.
I got my insurance policy. I'm reaching for my insurance policy.
There's been a collision.
Oh.
With the Duesenberg.
Oh no, the Duesenberg.
Beer on tap, so it's not surprising.
It's a good thing I have collision insurance.
Oh. Wow.
So I get to collect, but still, I get to collect the list price, which is $8,000, but it's worth $10,000 to me. So I do take a loss. However, I do collect. So that was actually a good move. That knocked $2,000 off my net value at the end here, which we're going to add up now. Unless you want to open your lot.
Right. Well, we're not quite there yet because it's just not your lucky day. There's also been a fire.
Oh, and I'm out of insurance.
And the Stutz, the Bearcat, went up in flames. That's really.
Oh, that's too bad. That is bad.
That's heartbreaking.
Yes.
All right, and I'll end my turn. Sure, I'll open my lot. Let's have a final deal.
All right, let me just see if we got anything here. Let's see. You know, I don't know that there's really. What do you want for the? What do you want for the Volkswagen?
Number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Volkswagen. What do you want?
You know what?
Price.
I'll give you list price for it. $2,000. That seems fair to me. It's kind of a death trap.
Higher. It needs to be higher. $4,000. $4,000.
All right, I'll give you $4,000.
Okay.
That was a wasted turn for me. It's only worth $4,000 in my blue book. Okay, let's add up our values real quick here, just see who won this game.
Okay.
So the way you'd add it up now. Normally the game wouldn't end until somebody's lot was empty and all these cars were gone, and that happens obviously a lot faster in a 4-player game than it would in a 2-player game. So, but the way you'd calculate your total net worth would be you'd add up the book value of all the cars you had on your lot and then how much cash you had. So, for me, that Edsel is worth $2,000. The Oldsmobile is worth $1,500, bringing me up to $3,500. The Volkswagen is worth $4,000. That's $7,500. And the DeSoto is worth $6,000, believe it or not, for me. So that brings me up to $13,500 in inventory, and then I add that to the cash that I have on hand.
Well, you add up the blue book value, not the list.
Right.
You add up the list price, not the blue book value, right?
No, it's the blue book. The blue book value.
Okay.
Add up your blue book value. So $13,500, $23,500, $33,500, $43,500, $44,000, $45,000. So I had $45,500 was my total net value.
All right. So the Mercer Raceabout for me, number 9, is worth $8,000. Number 12, the Rio, which I got for, what did you sell it to me for, $1,000?
Yeah.
It's also worth $8,000 to me. And so that's 16. And then number 23, that is the Studebaker, is worth $3,000 to me. So we're at $19,000 in inventory. And then I've got 19, 29, 39, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58.
You clobbered me.
59, 60.
Okay.
1, 2, yeah.
Well,
61.
So Sam won this game pretty handily there. All right, so that is dealer's choice. Let's quickly talk. We'll get the face cam back on me, and we'll talk a little bit about. Oh, we lost our face cam though. So that's how the game works. Some of the things we like about it, or I'll start with me. Obviously, yeah, I like the car theme. I've always loved cars since I was a kid, so this game had a lot of appeal to me as a kid. I like the fact that there's no luck involved. I mean, I say that as I explained in the beginning. You know, there is a certain amount of luck, but it's not like there's no dice rolling. There's no, values drawn by cards. It's all really down to negotiation. And clearly, I made some errors in playing this game that I would have liked to have done differently if we were to play it again. And with one or two of those errors turned around, I might have won the game. So that's the kind of thing I like about this game. It's not a simulation. It's a game of there's a good amount of skill. The better you are in negotiating, the better you're going to do at this game. I also like this. I like the idea that you have a static group of cars of differing values to everybody that's playing, and you don't know what the value is for everybody else. So part of the game is sort of exploration, trying to figure out what other people's cars are worth and comparing them what you have them worth in your blue book. So there's a lot of analytical skills I think that are used in this. I also like this little sleeved dealie here. The idea of having a sleeve. They had something like this in Password, the little board game version of Password, where you'd put the thing in there and you could see what the password was, and then you'd just like Alan Ludden and Betty White, you'd pass it over to them or whatever. But I like this idea of having a piece of a game component that you can sort of slide up and reference different values. I was thinking in terms of how we might use this game or what principles from this game I might apply. I'd like to do. I think it'd be interesting to do a game where there was no dice rolling. And I know that some of the Avalon Hill strategy games, like Football Strategy, was like that, where I would pick my offense, you would pick your defense, and we'd check the card, and there would be a certain gain. I think that would make a neat concept for maybe for Fury basketball or something like the Fury hoops or some sort of a Fury game where you're not really trying to recreate player performances necessarily, but you're trying to sort of outthink your opponent. And I guess I like the colorfulness of the components. The different colors of the money is cool. And I guess those are my main takeaways from playing this game. I like the idea that you can match wits with your opponents, and there's no you just rolled good. You beat me fair and square. You outthought me or outwitted me. So, Sam, do you have any thoughts you wanted to toss in there about the game?
No, we can leave it at that. I think you covered it.
Okay. All right. So that is Dealer's Choice. There's a very funny commercial that I alluded to at the start of the show that you can look up on. You can Google it and watch it. It's a funny commercial from the 70s. And this game shows up on eBay pretty regularly. You can find it on eBay or Amazon probably as well. I'm not sure what the asking price is, but it's a worthy investment, especially if you have a game playing family or a game playing group. It's a fun way to spend an hour, as long as you don't take it too personally when somebody sets fire to your prized Corvette or whatever. All right, so that is Dealer's Choice. Thanks a lot for joining us on this. Next up on AFR, it's Baseball America Action. I want to make sure I promote Steve's channel, Steve Tower. Fernando De La Rosa and the New England Minutemen will be taking on Queen City. Brent Carlin on the mound for Queen City tonight. And they'll be leading off the Winston Numbers, the super rookie. We'll see if he can put up some numbers tonight against the Minutemen as Fernando goes for his second win, currently with I believe his ERA right now is like 1.18. Somehow, though, he's 1-1. So that'll be happening shortly on the AFR channel. Don't miss that. And then Thursday night, we're going to have Baseball America of our own. It'll be our own opening night for Baseball America with teams to be announced. So join us Thursday night for Baseball America here on the Play YouTube channel. And we'll be wearing our Johnny Fortune Baseball America 2021 T-shirts. So, oh, and by the way, you can win that. We allotted a couple of those to Steve tonight, and he'll be giving those away during the game. He's going to do a lottery during the 7th inning stretch of the game tonight for a Baseball America Johnny Fortune 2021 T-shirt. So don't be sure not to miss that. And I believe at the end of the game, you'll have a second T-shirt to give away as well. So head on over to AFR, enjoy the game, and we will see you here Thursday nights on the Play Games YouTube channel.